I love you much wasn't big on words or gentle touch, but I saw it in the way he stayed through long nights and harder days. The calloused hands, the early rise, the way he wiped his weary eyes just to drive that worn-out plow. Yeah, he never said it out loud, but he showed it in 1,000 ways, like keeping the roof when the bills couldn't pay, fixing my bike, teaching me how to stand like a man and never back down. It wasn't in the things he said, but in the life he lived instead. I see it now, and I'm so proud he never said it out loud, but I know it now. He'd leave his plate to patch the fence, work all week and never spend a dime on anything for him, but he made sure I always did. And when I fell, he'd pick me up. No fancy words, just toughen up, but that steady love was always round, even if he never said it out loud. 'Cause he showed it in 1,000 ways, like coaching my games even after long days, taking the time, even worn down, never once let me see him bow. It wasn't in the things he said, but in the life he lived instead. I see it now, and I'm so proud he never said it out loud, but I know it now. Now I've got my own little boy, and I find myself using less noise, more action, more time, more grace, trying to love him the same old way. Yeah, I'll show it in 1,000 ways, like holding his hand when the storm starts to rage, teaching him truth, showing him how to be the man his grandpa'd be proud. It ain't always in the words we say, but in how we give ourselves away. I see it now, and I know how he never said it out loud, but I feel it now.
turned my love into a hero with his heart and calloused hands. Taught me grace and grit and glory, helped me rise and learn to stand. He's the voice behind my courage, he's the reason I stay strong. Just an ordinary man turned my love into a song.
Wasn't always walking close, let me learn the hard way most. Taught me how to stand alone, but I never really felt unknown. 'Cause even when I took a fall and thought I'd lost it all, I'd hear his voice not to hold me tight, but push me forward through the fight. He had my back when I left the track, when I was too proud to ever look back. He gave me space, but never too far. Watched every stumble from the hood of his car. He didn't hold my hand all the way through, but his strength was there in all I do. And now I see the grace in that. He didn't always hold my hand, but he always had my back. He let me make my own mistakes, knew some lessons take heartache. But when the nights got cold and long, he was the reason I stayed strong. A quiet word, a steady nod, never needed much applause. But when the world felt big and mean, his shadow always covered me. He had my back when I broke the rules, when I ran wild, acting like a fool. Never loud, but always there, like a safety net made out of prayer. He didn't hold my hand all the way through, but I never doubted what was true. I thank the Lord for love like that. He didn't always hold my hand, but he always had my back. Now I'm the one behind my son, watching him chase that setting sun. I feel his falls down in my bones, but I know I've gotta let him grow. I'll have his back when he walks too fast, when he don't see the road he's passed. I'll give him space, but I won't be gone. He'll feel my love like a steady song. I may not always hold his hand, but I'll help him be a better man. And he'll grow strong just like I am. 'Cause my father didn't hold my hand, but he always had my back. He wasn't perfect, never claimed to be, didn't always say the things I'd need, but he showed up when the chips were down with steady hands and a steady sound. Maybe he was rough around the edges, but love was written in the trenches. It don't matter who he was to the world out there, what matters is the man I saw who truly cared. He was strength in a storm, a quiet prayer, a midnight drive, a rocking chair. The truth is time may blur the lines, but in my heart he shines so bright it doesn't just a game. He missed a few, but he built my bike and saw me through. Taught me more than he could say. In his silence, love found a way. He might not fit a picture frame, but he still answers when I speak his name. It don't matter who he was to the world out there. What matters is the man I saw who truly cared. He was strength in a storm, a quiet prayer, a midnight drive, a rocking chair. The truth is time may blur the lines, but in my heart he shines so bright. It doesn't matter what he did or didn't do. It's the man I remember, and I remember him true. Memories fade, but some stay strong, like the way he hummed that old John song. He may be gone, but here's the thing: his love still echoes when I sing. So it don't matter who he was to the world out there. What matters is the love he left that's always there. He was hope in the dark, a guiding light, a flawed man who still got it right. Yeah, time may wash away the years, but in my soul he's always near. It doesn't matter what he did or didn't do. It's the man I remember, and I remember him true. Didn't talk about his pain, just carried it like summer rain. Fell soft and quiet on our roof, but underneath there lived the truth. He never missed a single game, stood in the back, never sought fame. While I chased dreams and made mistakes, he built the road I'd one day take. He was a man behind the silence, the rock that kept me still. Never needed grand applause to show me that he cared. He held the world up on his shoulders so I could grow up strong. And even when he said no words, his love still sang along. His hands were rough from working years. They wiped away my childhood tears, fixed my bike and built my pride, taught me what it means to try. He never said I'm proud of you, but in his eyes I always knew that every scar he ever had was worn with pride for being dad. He was a man behind the silence, the calm within the storm, the one who gave without a question and kept my young heart warm. He didn't need to say the words, he showed them every day. And I thank the Lord for the kind of love that never walks away. Now I'm the one with little hands, reaching out to understand. And I pray someday they'll say of me what I can say of him truthfully. He was a man behind the silence, the hero in plain clothes, the steady light, the quiet strength that every young heart knows. He never asked for anything, but gave all that he had. And I'll always carry pieces of that quiet, gentle man. my dad.